That's the reality of it. That is the reality of it. Like, they don't even have to pay. And, you know, even as we expand as an organization, I can already, and I've always known, you know, I ignore all that. I have some offers for people that want to make ONYXCON a partner in promoting whatever they got going on. Because, you know, one girl doing multi-niche content, some people see one of our videos about, say, travel and think, well, okay, maybe that's all this. No, like I said, multi-niche, I mean it. I'm purposely not doing one type of channel. Never intended to, okay? And, you know, you can always tell who's genuine and who's not. And I have yet to find a really, truly genuine person reach out and email saying, hey, we want to work with you, because if you describe things you watch on my channel and it's so blah, blah, nothing specific, you didn't say nothing. I loved when you did this on that episode or what. Oh, I know you're full of. Man, you saw some numbers. You said, okay, this is the size of the kind of channels we're going after. We're going after small that haven't really made it or may have just got monetized, and we're gonna see if we can exploit some of these folks. No, you're not gonna exploit me. Hell no. Get the hell out of my face. Don't play with me. Don't play with your own situation playing with me. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't work too goddamn hard, and I'm still working too damn hard to be exploited and played with. You know, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna allow it. I just work too damn hard to get the little bit I already got, right? Yep. And there's a lot of that going on, unfortunately. Actually, you know, it used to be something I would get every so many months. Now, almost every other month, I'll notice one in my email. And in a way, it's a good feeling, only because it tells me, okay, you must be getting close to the success margin of being monetized, because people see you about to hit the 2,500 mark on subscribers. Shout out to all my monetization nation, my subscribers, man. Y'all are the best, for real. We're gonna do it this week. We're gonna do it in a matter of days. It could happen today. It really could. We're so close. You know, it ain't nothing to get. I've done it before. I've hit 10 plus. I think one day I can remember hitting 20 subscribers in one day. You know, I was going live a lot that day. I didn't go live as much this day, but you know, the day is still young. I might do some gaming tonight. Sometimes that pulls a few. It don't take. It's funny how it works. It's like we're trained to not even want to count the numbers that are under a certain level. Like, oh, that ain't even 10, so I ain't gonna count it. Are you crazy? What makes 10? 1, and keep counting till you get to 10. But if you ain't got 1, you can't get 10. You can't get 10 without 1. You gotta have 1, then you gotta add the 0. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be in that mindset. You got to know that every time you get, when I get off this live today, if it says 1 subscriber, I'm happy to see 1. Where I get concerned is when I see 0. And I had 38 people in here at one time. I saw that number. I looked at the screen real quick. Oh, snap, man. Look at that. I ain't had them kind of numbers in a live in a minute. 38 people all at once trying to see what this is about. And then they jump off, you know, and then it went down to 16. Then it jumped down to about 8. Then it jumped down to about 5. Then it go down to 3. Then it get down to that 1. It don't matter. All I know is that 1 who's still looking, more than likely already subscribed. In this live or in another live. They gonna be with you. That's your person. You can have 50 people. There's gonna be about 1 that's really there to support you. That's gonna subscribe, that's gonna watch all the time, or at least enough in a week for it to matter to your numbers. And I'm just gonna keep going, man. I ain't got no choice, I feel like. At my age and with other things I have in my life and what I've built through this and other stuff, nothing but a stressful sometimes, but successful at the same time journey. But the key word is the latter. The success is in knowing we beat the odds already. They say, oh, don't do but 1 niche. Well, I ain't doing 1 niche. And look how many subscribers I got. I would have hoped to have gotten them quicker than now, but I got them when I got them. Yeah, I wish that we were already monetized, because they say the average channel takes about 5 years to monetize. Well, this is constant content versus there was a time when I just had a channel, but I wasn't doing nothing with it. I just had a channel to have one because it just seemed like the thing to do. And I ain't realized back then, man, If I had only started back then, but I wasn't ready to start back then. It wouldn't have been the same type of vibe. It wouldn't have been nothing like what I'm doing right now. And I'm glad I waited until it was right. What's up? What's up? You know, glad I waited. It was meant to be when it was meant to be. Like most things in life, you can't push it. You may want it all at that time. It just seemed like it would fit. Yeah. Well, the universe ain't ready for that right now, but it is ready. Yeah, y'all. Like I was saying, I'm just gonna wrap this up. But here's my point. As I wrap it up, it's real, y'all, because it's about to get too dark to be on here. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see me. I'm about to be gone. I'm still out here working. You know what I mean? But no, man. You know, too many people are just so self-absorbed. They can't be a team no more. And the technology is making it easier to be solo work, do the work of a team through the computer, do with the AI, and then come together only with the people halfway trust to get anything out to the rest of the public and hope you can make a sale of whatever it is you're doing. But at the end of the day, there's no getting around dealing with other people. At some point in the process, you got to deal with other people. Now, this technology is making it where you almost don't have to. I will say that. And in some cases, there's people who literally, I ain't got to talk to nobody. I ain't got to deal with nobody or nothing other than the grocery store and running errands. But like as far as business, it's all done through the computer. It's all put out through the computer, all digital transactions, all money in through that way. And that's it. They just, yeah. But then if something goes wrong, who you got to call? Who you got to talk to when the computer just won't listen to you? You keep telling it, man, I told you to do, and it just keep giving you the other thing. At some point, you got to deal with other human beings. So why am I stressing that so hard? Because that right there is the reason why it doesn't matter if you don't like AI. You're making your own bed for AI by the fact we're losing the ability to know how to communicate with each other. All of this, no F's given, I'm a savage. Like, and literally every catchphrase, not just in hip hop cultures, but in just the global, but especially American and other, as they say, Western societies, because that's where I hear it mostly comes from. You get the same energy in the UK as you got here. It's just a different accent, different cultural experience, but it's some of the same stuff going on, where how people are not communicating and not giving each other basic respect and not being just like, damn, man, can you be a little easier about that? No, everybody's all rough and everybody want to act like they ready to fight all the time and all this other nasty energy. And then when it gets to that, everybody's like, why is everybody so evil? You're fucking crazy. That's what's wrong with y'all. You're a bunch of punks, and you've lost your mind and went evil and don't even know it. You're playing into the system. You put money first. You made that your gods. You know, I'm not religious, so whatever. But like you're mixed in religion with everything that's tied to money. And that, like people mad about the Drewski, the comedian Drewski. If you don't know, look him up. He's hilarious. He did this recent sketch that is freaking hilarious, okay? Where he's making fun of mega churches in the black community and how they just pimp and exploit folk. And it's just true. That's why people mad. The hit dog gonna holler. You step on the right foot, they gonna holler. You got real mega church preachers mad, cussing this man out in the pulpit. When does a preacher call motherfucker bitch ass? But I saw the video, I couldn't even believe. I was telling myself, I hope this ain't AI, because you know, they can just about do anything nowadays. I know because I use the shit. But I'm saying still, like I said, ethical and unethical AI. But I think this is a real video. And I'm like, this is insane right now. This is insane. Like, this dude just done totally shown that he used to be some street urchin, pimp, gangster trick kind of dude and became a preacher. Because he was talking like, he on the block. And he looking for the op and all this old kind of stupid ass conversation. Like, this dude's a fucking preacher. What the hell is he talking about? But like I say, if you fall from day one and all it was really about and all it is money, and they only mad because he stepped on the toes so hard, it's waking people up to, yeah, it is that bad. It is just that stupid with some of them. And it's going to create a movement is what they scared of people saying, I ain't going to that church no more. I ain't messing with them kind of people. I don't like that energy. I don't like that, this, that, and the other. And he made it funny, and it's just real. It's just real. I thought about doing a reaction to it. I might have to do that because it's popping. It's definitely, I may have missed the viral wave, but I don't care. I don't have to be on the beginning of all the hype. I just make my point about it with what I want to share if people have missed it, because it's funny as hell. So shout out to Drewski for that one, man. That thing is, and I even know some of the actors who were in it because it was filmed right here in Atlanta. He's in Atlanta. He's from Atlanta, you know. And I was laughing so hard because the brother, the elder, who comes up to him, if you've seen it at the end of the video, I ain't gonna give it all the way away, but he comes up to his car. I know that brother. I don't know him, but like we worked on set. And like if I saw him, he'd be like, hey, old time, what's up, brother? Yeah, you know, because we've been on stuff together and people know each other's faces and stuff. But it was just good to see some of my people that I worked with over the years that were in that, because I'm sure that one little moment might get him his next role. That's how it works. That was a speaking role. You know, that people don't understand if they're not in the biz, but every time you see somebody do something that seems like some little minor role, there's no such thing as little. There's no such thing. If you show up on the camera, it's major because you made the scene. That's number one. Number two, you speak. Oh my gosh! Play the trumpets. Da, 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 da. Like yo, that's a moment. You know, I know that was some independent. And when Drewski's doing his thing, it's totally independent. I know he's working through somebody to get casting agencies to get, because I've been on stuff like that. It's small budget. It's not through a union. It's what they call, you know, non-union, and everybody still gets paid. Sometimes, depending on the budget, you can get paid more on some of those than you do for the so-called, oh, this is budget, this is union, this is. Hey, when you're out here in the struggle, you like, what's it pay? What's the rate? Okay, yeah, all right. Because you know the chance of stuff not happening, and yes, I'm biting my apple like a beaver because I do like the skin on apples, but only if they're wax free. If I had a knife on me right now, I'd be scraping that wax off. I don't eat that as much as possible, but I do like apples. So this is my natural knife to cut the skin off and then still enjoy the apple, the rest of it. Anyway, so yeah, if you haven't seen that Drewski that sketch, that comedy sketch, woo boy, I can see why he got him mad. He got him boiling. And so what? They need to wake up. It's been years, and the best one I saw was a reaction where a lady did, sister in Atlanta. She was talking about how she went to one of these mega churches that was the epitome of everything that was shown in the Drewski joke. And then I saw another cat. He was talking about it, and he went and pulled video that matched everything Drewski did. All Drewski did was literally take clips of stuff that happened and put his own sketch jokes to it. Like, that's all he did. That's literally all he did. He did not even have to make it up. It was real. Like, the dude floating in the pulpit on some cables, like the kind of cables they use in Hollywood when they're doing stunt work to make somebody look like they're flying, and then they take the cables out later. There was a mega church preacher that did that, and the dude showed the footage. The dude was literally floating on some freaking cables, wearing the same suit. Drewski's so crazy, he went and got the same blazer that the dude had on. And then when the fool says the mess about, why am I wearing red bottoms? Because these ain't red bottoms. I'm walking in the blood of Christ. How about that? Man, if folk who get mad, what you mad about? If you go into churches like that, that's why I'm not religious, man. This stuff is hilarious. I'm like, this is what these people are praying to. They're worshiping these what do they say, false idols? Oh, these people make themselves into all of that, you know? All of that. Which is why, you know, knowing how obsessed with fame this world is, this is why I say all the time on this channel. This is why I keep telling y'all, man. The ONYXCON gospel is respect first, then power, then money. I don't want an audience of people who only follow me just because I started making some money, just because I got big, just because I got some numbers. And they just want to be around near the big thing. That's all. That's all it is. They don't even like what I do. They don't even know what I do. They know my face. They know enough about the channel. And somebody say, you know, oh yeah, ONYXCON. And then they mispronounce it. ONYXCON. It's ONYXCON. So many people still mispronounce ONYXCON. No, Onyx. Put the X in it. ONYXCON. One word. You know. The only people who can get away with mispronouncing it is my folks in other countries who they're saying it right, but they're saying it with their syllables that are common to their everyday languages they speak. Like in the Yucatan of Mexico, okay, my Mayan-based peoples there, they say ONYXCON, and I love it. When the lady said that, I said, you can get it, you can say that all day. It's music to my ears. It's cute, it's beautiful, and it's unique, and it's cultural. So it's like, yeah, it's just like with my own name, Joseph. When I'm in Spanish-speaking countries, I don't mind if people call me Jose, because that's still my name. It's Joseph. It's just it's the Spanish. That's it. It's not disrespect, because you're still saying my name. Different culture. Cultura. Now, don't be saying nothing else. Don't be trying to be funny and say no other stuff. Just say what it is. Jose, okay. But do you speak Spanish? Do you know how to speak Spanish? Do you know what you're saying? Don't be an asshole just playing with it. My name is Joseph. But if I'm around some people who, it's hard for them to say Joseph, they're going to maybe say it weird or something. Hey, just say Jose. It's cool. And they love that. It takes the stress off. It's like, oh, man, this guy's cool as hell. Yeah, I want to learn some Spanish more. Because I don't speak fluent Spanish for no me. I know words, I know pronunciation. I've been told I got great pronunciation, and I do my best with my poquito. But I get tired of saying poquito. I want to get to the point where I'm like, I'm not bad, más o menos, I want to be más o menos when it comes to language like that. I want to say some things and have some full sentences, man. And make some people think, well, damn, this dude really do talk, yeah. Or let me not say everything around him if I'm not coming correct, because he gonna understand, yeah, Hey, man, language is power. It really is. That's knowledge is power, and knowledge of language is sure enough power. So, anyway, that damn Drewski, that man's funny as hell. Now, Drewski did do one, and I was like, oh, bruh. It still was funny, but it was hard to look at, because he's so damn silly. I said, man, you gotta put yourself out there now. They're gonna be coming. Hey, there's some folk who look at that on some Hollywood level. If they on the weirdo tip, they're gonna come for you. Because he did one where he was supposed to be a girl. And he's not in full drag, but he wore these tights and had his belly out. And he's a chubby dude, so it made it more just, oh gosh, dude. And he's got one of them awkward shapes where his belly don't match his leg. He got some little skinny legs. He's not even supposed to be that big. That's when you know if somebody's not that natural size. They just got big from their eating habits and stuff. And it looks weird as hell, but he's got on this wig with this long black hair braided. And he playing with it like he's supposed to be the Latin girl who is Afro-Latina, but don't want to really claim their black roots. Like they might be like, yeah, I'm a little bit black, but not really black. No, I'm not. No, don't say I'm black. No. So he playing that whole joke, but then he's also wearing these damn flip flops and dancing and shit. And this is, oh god. At least he didn't paint his fingernails and no shit like that. I was so happy he didn't go there with it. But like I say, what he's doing is gonna lead to that mess. Because Hollywood will come with a check and be like, so will you go full drag? You'll do the whole thing? Oh damn, dog. Don't do it, man. That's why I can't. Hey, man, I got my limits, man. I got my limits. Some people ain't got no limit. They'll be like, whatever. I can pay my bill. Man, bill up. Oh, gosh. Respect first. Then power. Then money. Because the minute you allow them to disrespect you, they ain't going to stop. They're not gonna stop. They're gonna come with some other mess. And it'll just keep getting weirder. Don't let it be weird, y'all. Peace and blessings. Universe bless.